and be the starting tight end for Matt Ryan on a pass-happy team, the Atlanta Falcons. Hurst, 26 years of age. He's a big target too. 6'4", 260 pounds, out of the University of South Carolina. First play with the Ravens in 2018. Now with Atlanta. And look, trading for Hurst. The Ravens rarely, teams in general, rarely trade first-round draft picks after just 2 seasons. But Hurst wanted to play. He was drafted 25th overall in 2018. Not as heavily targeted in Baltimore as he'd hoped for. Only 43 catches for 512 yards and 3 touchdowns over 2 seasons. And we just talked about Mark Andrews, who made the Pro Bowl in his second season last year, who's going to get a lion's share of targets yet once again. So Atlanta gets him in a trade. And now he's with one of the teams who use the tight end more than any other team in the NFL. I mean, when you look at Atlanta's targets in 2019 or 2020, it's very easy to see that a tight end in Atlanta's offense could easily get 100 targets. Hayden Hurst will be the one getting those targets and touchdowns that go with it. So, write down those 5 names. Taylor, Robbins, Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Cam Akers. Those are 5 fantasy picks for Pro Football 2020. So we spent the whole morning talking about pro football. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I want to talk real quickly about fantasy baseball and where are we this year? Are you in leagues where you had to pay to play? And you know, as much as it's unfair that the fans are being, cheated out of a season, I just don't think paying for fantasy baseball in 2020 is my cup of tea. Here's why. Let's say you have Mike Trout on your team. You drafted or you're in a keeper league, and Mike Trout, either way, is an integral piece of your team. And let's say Mike Trout gets an oblique injury. Done. Done for the season. If we only have 48, 50 games and you have a player who gets injured like that, there are no 100 more games to make up for it. Done. Let's say you have a pitcher like a Verlander. Remember, in spring training this year, he injured his lat. But because of the cancellation, suspending, whatever you want to call it, of the season, it gave a player like Justin Verlander time to heal. What if that happens now? Done. Done for the year. Aaron Judge and his rib. Still not swinging a bat. But you're going to have big time, big name players who get injured, who are going to miss the entire season because the entire season's only going to last for a month and a half. I just think this year, if we play fantasy, we play it for fun. We don't need to invest big dollars in fantasy baseball. First of all, we don't even know yet there's going to be a season. Here we sit June 15th. We are no closer today to a season than we were 2 weeks ago. Say what we want. Commissioner Manfred can come out and say, I guarantee you there's going to be a season. I hope there is. I'm jonesing for a season, literally and figuratively, but there isn't one yet. And they're saying we need 3 weeks or so of spring training. Okay. So there's an agreement today. It's another week at least before players can even report. Now we're into June 22nd. 3 weeks from June 22nd, if we only had 3 weeks of spring training, puts us into July 13. Probably more like July 20th. We're going to play the month of July, August, maybe September. And we're going to put big bucks into fantasy for that this year. I'm just saying, let's play fantasy for fun in 2020 if we have it at all. And regroup and relook at 2021 when it comes around. Because it's going to be, you talk about an asterisk season for reality, it's going to be an asterisk season for fantasy. No doubt about it. And we haven't even talked about the impact this is going to have on starting pitchers. I mean, when did you ever think Drew Pomerantz might be as valuable in fantasy as Garrett Cole? Did you think that in February? Are your leagues going to say, we're going to just dismantle all the teams, we'll just redraft everybody and play? And then if you do that and you're in a dynasty league, how does that affect you going forward? It's just a fiasco. So we don't do that. We just play for fun this year. Just my thoughts. Sure, you can disagree. Hey, I don't know the schedule, but I'm thinking this, guys. I'm going to call Lenny. With my work schedule, I'm thinking about moving my slots back to the evenings, especially if we had games. I don't know. We'll talk about that. But I'm thinking about going back to nighttime. Maybe even starting my show back with Phil Chaplin this week. What do you think, Chappie? See about that. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Let's get back together soon. Have a great day, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to look one more time if I can find the schedule today. I am not on tonight at 8 o'clock. I don't know who put that up there, but I am not. Just looking. Yeah, Kevin Hastings. We want Arnie. We want Arnie. I hear you. I don't know what you want Arnie for, but here we are. Let's see. I think I saw where Aloha is on tonight. I think that's correct. And then I know Chaplin is on tomorrow night. And we're going to look more about scheduling more shows. Lenny said it this morning. We're having fun, right? And, look at the chat room, and you guys have turned out en masse this morning. Thank you for that. We got show, I know, Wednesday night, King Hap. I'm digging the King. King, I want a shirt. I still don't have a shirt. I told King Hap, as soon as I get a King Hap t-shirt, I'm going to train with Andrea, and I'm going to video. And I'm going to wear my King Hap shirt on my first show. So, King, I'm waiting for the shirt so I can go video. I can go live. I can then go viral. We're going to have a great time. Yeah, no, you're not, Hastings. I look every hour at Twitter to see anything about a statement about Major League Baseball. And I get nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll keep our ears open and our hopes high that we'll have a 2020 season. Guys, have a great day. I'll be talking to you tomorrow.